All appear loaded. Thereof, in the €600,000 Friends of the Curragh Irish Cesarewitch Premier Handicap, just over 2 miles in trip, and it is my mate Mozzie leading Jesse Evans. Close up is MC Muldoon, La Hacienda right with them. On the inside, the end of the first furlong is Dawn Rising with Legendary Day as they continue in these early stages. And it is MC Muldoon, the grey, who's picked it up, being followed at the end of the opening quarter of a mile by my mate Mozzie. Jesse Evans improving up another grey is Dartan. On the inside is Dawn Rising. They're followed by Moncur. And not far off them is Magellan Strait as they continue right over on the far side of the track, and they're nicely spaced from first to last. And it's the greys coming to the front, MC Muldoon and Dartan. They're separated by a length, another length then to my mate Mozzie, Magellan Strait, and racing together. Dawn Rising and Jesse Evans, then Legendary Day, who's followed by Novel Legend, The Very Man, and they're followed by Moncur and Lot of Joy, and Chally Chute is next. And then Final Gesture, right across from the stands with just over 10 furlongs to go. And stretching on in front is MC Muldoon, opens up a 3 lead, followed in second place by Dartan. Just the third is Magellan Strait from my mate Mozzie. And these are being followed by Jesse Evans, and Dawn Rising is next with Novel Legend and Legendary Day and Moncur. Further back in the field then to Chally Chute on the inside. They're further spaced out, heading for the halfway stage, and atrocious conditions out there. And it's MC Muldoon reeled in by Dartan, 2 lengths off them, and third is Magellan Strait. And then my mate Mozzie, Jesse Evans, Dawn Rising, Novel Legend, Legendary Day next with Moncur and The Very Man. Chally Chute followed by Lot of Joy and La Hacienda, then St. Vincent's Garden. White Cap then of Mount Leinster. Final Gesture is next, and then Falcon 8 on the inside as they've passed the halfway stage. Further back in the field to HMS Seahorse, and then Teed Up and Zoop. Up they go to the top of the hill in the Friends of the Curragh Irish Cesarewitch, and almost together MC Muldoon and Dartan a length in front of Magellan Strait, being followed at the top of the track my mate Mozzie, then Jesse Evans, Dawn Rising, Novel Legend, The Very Man, then comes Legendary Day and Moncur next with a Lot of Joy and Chally Chute. Final Gesture is next, then La Hacienda, Falcon 8 on the inside of St. Vincent's Garden, being followed by Zoop on the outside. Well back in the Rockers Tower of London with less than half a mile to go. Struggling at the back is Brazil, the second reserve. Another one of the back markers is last year's runner-up Echoes and Rain, but they run the home turn. It's Dartan who takes up the lead from Magellan Strait. Poised in third is my mate Mozzie. Jesse Evans is closing, then Novel Legend being followed inside the final 3 by Dawn Rising, then Legendary Day, Lot of Joy, The Very Man, followed by Falcon 8 in the middle of the track. Final Gesture with Chally Chute racing inside the final 2 furlongs, and my mate Mozzie hits the front from Jesse Evans trying to challenge. Up the rail is Dawn Rising, and then Magellan Strait and Falcon 8. These 5 break clear to Final Gesture, The Very Man, and then Jack Finbar. It's a bunch up inside the final 150 yards. Dawn Rising and Magellan Strait, they're locked together. Falcon 8 coming home late. Magellan Strait has landed it from Falcon 8, Dawn Rising, Jesse Evans, my mate Mozzie, tied up close home, and then Jack Finbar. Final Gesture next, followed in by The Very Man. 24 Magellan Strait. Hugh Horgan, what a moment for him.
Well, 12 months ago, the Friends of the Curragh Irish Cesarewitch was won by the favourite Waterville. In 2023, it's been won by what we believe to be the complete outsider of the field, Magellan Strait, trained by this man, Joseph O'Brien. Joseph, you sent out the third as well for good measure, Dawn Rising. How are you feeling after that? Is subject to the steward's inquiry still?
Yeah, absolutely, Gary. Listen, a great ride for Hugh. Delighted for him. Delighted for Ray Grehan and his family who bred the horse and have raced him. He's always been a good stayer, but he's not been the most consistent horse in the world. He got the blinkers on today. He likes having room in his races, and the plan was for you to give him a positive ride and make sure that stamina counted, because we knew that he had buckets of that, and that's what he did. He stayed all the way to the line.
Hugh, on the 150 to 1 shot Magellan Strait, just tell us how you're feeling after all that. What a moment for you.
Unbelievable. I think it's just about sinking in there now. I couldn't believe it there for a while. Yeah, unbelievable. I got a good start, got a nice position, which was surprising. I travelled very well around, picked up well in the straight. I was well headed in the straight, and he fought back and battled very hard, and he was good at the line. Yeah.
Joseph was pretty frank about it. He said he was in there trying to do his best to pick up a good chunk of prize money. Did that pretty much take any pressure off your shoulders that it might have been?
A little bit less pressure when there's 5 of us instead of just one. But look, it's all every man for himself out there at the end of the day.
It was pretty frantic throughout that last furlong queue. A lot of jockeying for position, and there was a steward's inquiry. What was it like inside there? Was it quite tense, or were you always pretty relaxed?
No, I was pretty relaxed. It was all just behind me. I had felt I kept a straight line, so I was pretty confident.
And talk to me about this horse. You get the feeling maybe he hadn't quite achieved as much as Connections felt he might have done before today, but all will be forgiven if that's the case now.
He walks quite well at home, and he's been well placed by Joseph today, obviously. He just sometimes things haven't gone his way on the track, and just everything went his way today, and he was on a going day.
He's gone off a massive price, as I say. In your heart of hearts, did you feel though he was in there on merit with a chance?
To be quite honest, Gary, I thought he was the big outsider, and we were just hoping to get a chunk of prize money. Obviously, the prize money is fantastic, and we knew that if he got close to the front, that he wouldn't stop galloping. But whether he had the class to compete at this level, we probably thought probably not. But you have to say that it was a great ride from Hugh and a great performance from the horse.
Yes, a huge moment for the winning jockey, first cousin of yours. Just how big a deal is this going to be for him, do you think?
Fantastic for Hugh. Hugh's a very good rider, a great horseman. He's rode plenty of winners for us over the last couple of seasons, and he's progressing all the time, and I'm sure the rest of this season and next year will be big years for him, and he really deserves a big win, and he got his chance today and he took it with both hands.
It seems a bit mad to be talking about future plans when this horse has won the Irish Cesarewitch worth 600 grand, but how do you see his future? Is he a horse that'll keep going for now?
Yeah, we were hoping he'd get into the Ascot Stakes in Ascot, and he missed out by 1, and we kind of fancied him for that race. He missed out by 1, and he came back and disappointed us a little bit after that. Ran a good race in Leopardstown, and like I say, he got in today, so we said we'd let him take his chance, and he's really come back to form.
Really good run as well from Dawn Rising just a couple of weeks after the Irish Ledger. What was your verdict on his performance?
Yeah, great run. Gary got a lovely position. He stayed on all the way to the line, carrying plenty of weight. Very proud of his run.
Is he likely to go back jumping, do you think, or is that one for another day?
He's had a busy summer, so we'll obviously discuss it with Frank and JP and the team, and see what the next step is. But I'd say potentially he'd have a little holiday and come back for a nice flat campaign next year.
Okay, good stuff. Just before we let you go, are you going to be represented at Longsum for Arc weekend? Yeah,
we have a few runners. I suppose probably the most high profile of them will be Lumiere Rock, who is likely to run in the Lopra. Islands in the Stream is in the Lagadier and the sales race. He'd probably take his chance in the sales race. The prize money is very good, and we have a few other bits and pieces on the undercard. So looking forward to the weekend's racing, and hopefully we can maybe get on the scoreboard again.
Hugh, what would have been your biggest winner before this? Obviously, this is going to dwarf anything I'd imagine it's gone before.
Yeah, nothing near quite like this anyway. I don't think there has been a real standout one. Just take everyone as you can get it.
That's it. Yeah. How many years you're riding now? 4 or 5? Is it?
4 now. Yeah. It's my 4th year.
Fantastic. This could really kickstart things for you. I guess that'd be the hope, really, would it?
Yeah, you'd be hoping this could get the ball rolling. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And your mum and dad, are they watching in today? I didn't see them here after. A lot of the other family members were here to congratulate you.
I hope they are anyway. I presume they're watching at home, yeah.
Your dad, of course, was a very accomplished jump jockey, Trevor. Is there any thought in your mind that you might go jumping at some stage, or do you want to get as long out of this game as you can?
I'll get as long out of this as I can. At the moment, I have no worries with weight or anything like that. So if I can at all, I'll stay in the flat. But yeah, I'll be pretty open-minded if I did have to.
Dead right. And tell me, enjoying it down in Joseph's? I presume it's a great place to work. Such a great team.
Absolutely, I love Joseph's. Yeah, I've been there 7 years now, 7.5. I love every minute of it. 5 minutes over the road is very convenient, and yeah, I don't see any change coming in the near future.
A lot of hard work goes in day today. Does a result like this really just make everything worthwhile?
Yeah, it just makes the whole lot worthwhile. Yeah. Hopefully they keep on coming now.
Fantastic, Hugh. Great stuff. Many thanks for joining us. Well done.
Thanks a million.
Cheers.
Thanks, lads.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.